Do we write that?
Yep. All right, boys and girls, today we're going to do some rounding review. All right. I've already posted one anchor chart in our classroom under math. This one will be there too, but I want you to put this in your math notebook. Go ahead and open up to the next clean page. And at the top, I want you to write rounding. Rounding. I like those of you that are sitting up tall. And I can see your face. Very nice. Rounding. Okay, now, boys and girls, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you watched that YouTube video that I posted about the rounding roller coaster. Did you guys watch that? If you didn't, you need to go back on the checklist and watch it. I'll have to look. I don't remember if it was posted today or Monday or Tuesday, but I did post it this week, and it's an awesome video that helps you learn and remember if you're going to round up or down. This is another way for you to remember if you're going to round up or down. We will write it first, and maybe you've heard of it, and then we will practice it. Okay, Felix, I just saw you jump on here. I'll mark you off. We're working in our math notebook, okay? All right.
Mrs. Marlin?
Yes.
I already know how to round.
Perfect. I'm glad. Okay, so you're going to write 4 or more, raise the score. Can you guys see that? 4 or more, or sorry, 5 or more, raise the score. You're going to write that next. Write that next. David, I can tell you're trying really hard. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Evan. Good job. Good job, Lexi. And whenever you're finished with that, you've got 5 or more, raise the score. Give me a thumbs up. Writing this in your math notebook. Now, we put a lot of these anchor charts in our math notebook so we can go back and look at them for help when we're doing our work. Luke, do you have a question? You're just telling me you finished? All right. And then I want you to write 4 or less, let it rest. See, I drew some dashes there to kind of separate it. And then write 4 or less, let it rest. Give me a thumbs down if you need me to move the poster down. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're done. Good, good, good. Is there anyone that needs me to keep it up here? Are we ready for some practice? All right, wave your hand in front of your camera like this if you need me to keep it up here so you can practice. All right, Eli. All right, Cooper, go ahead. Or go ahead and finish. Thank you, Lillian. Go ahead and finish. And remember, boys and girls, I will also post a picture of this in our classroom under math anchor charts. And remember, anchor charts are just a fancy way of saying a poster. Like if you were sitting in our classroom today here at JJ, this would be a poster hanging on the wall while we were working on rounding. So I've posted it in our classroom so you can look back at it. Okay? All right, so rounding. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. All right, grab your whiteboard. And we're going to start with this one. Round 48 to the nearest 10. Now, boys and girls, I know you've been working on it this week. All right? We're going to practice some, and I'm going to see how you're doing. All right? That's why I want you to work on a whiteboard so you can hold your answer up. Okay, so we're rounding to the nearest 10, and I'm going to put my finger here on the tens spot. Show me where you wrote 48 on your whiteboard. Write 48 on your whiteboard. Write 48 on your whiteboard. You don't have to write all this, just 48. And since it said round to the nearest 10, I'm going to underline the number in the tens place. So I'm going to underline the 4. Do that now. I can tell you guys are really focused and paying attention. Thank you. Nice job, Josie. Now, to figure out what I'm going to do with this 4, I have to look one digit to the right. So I'm going to look at the 8. So I circled the 8. I want to see 48 with the 4 underlined and the 8 circled. Now we're going to look at the 8 here. Now, is the 8 5 or more raise the score, or 4 or less let it rest? Give me 2 fingers if it's 5 or more raise the score, or give me 4 fingers if it's 4 or less let it rest. 2 or 4. Yeah, that's right, boys and girls. It's an 8. It's over 5. So 48 is going to round up to 50. Write that now. Let me see, Briar. Good job, Briar. Thank you, Josie. Nice job. I love it when you turn around and show it to me. Good job, Cooper. Good job, Colton. All right, let's erase. Okay, you do this one by yourself. Round 152 to the nearest 10. Yes? Who's that? Is that Kylie Gibson? Kylie Gibson, is that you, babe? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't see the screen and it kicks me off.
Okay, can you see my
Huh?
screen? You just can't see my board, or you can't see my screen at all?
I can't see your screen.
Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to remind you how you can pin me. I'm going to remind you how you can pin me. You're going to take your cursor up to the little person up at the top right-hand corner that has the number 29. Kylie, this is what you're going to do.
I can't see your
You're
screen.
going to click on that. And it gives you, well, just listen. I'm giving you the directions with my mouth. All right, can you hear me? Okay, you're going to click on the person in the right-hand corner that has the number 29 by it. And then it gives you a big list of people. Do you see my name? Okay, you're going to click on my name, and there's a little push pin there. And the push pin looks like this. It looks like this. And if you click on that, oh, she left. Does anybody else need it? If you click on that pin, it pins me, and then you can only see me, no one else. Okay, so I'm going to round to the nearest 10. So I'm going to underline the 5. I'm going to look one digit to the right and circle it. So I underlined the 5 and I circled the 2. So 152 rounded to the nearest 10 is what? Lexi. 152 rounded to the nearest 10. What is it? No, not 200, but let me tell you why.
200.
If you're rounding to if you round this to 200, you rounded to the nearest 100. Boys and girls, pay attention to that. That's a common mistake. You have to pay attention. That was a little tricky. You have to, listen. You're rounding to the nearest 10. Who said you round down? Felix, so what did you round to?
What?
What did you round this to, Felix? I can't hear you, Felix. Unmute and tell me what you rounded this to. Felix. I think he was trying to tell me 100. Boys and girls, 100 and 200 are not correct. Okay? If you rounded to 100 or 200, that's not correct, and I'm going to show you why. It said round to the nearest 10. So you have to look at the number in the tens place. You're rounding to this 5. Okay? So you have to look at the 2. The 2 is 4 or less, so you're going to let this 5 rest. And the answer is 150. Kaylee, you have a question?
I was going to tell you it was 150.
Yes. Give me a thumbs up if you got 150. Good. Very good. Don't be tricked just because that extra place is in there. Let me do another one. This one might trick you too. I hope not, but let's try it. Round to the nearest 100. Round to the nearest 100. Now you got to look at the digit in the hundreds place. Okay, the hundreds place because it says round to the nearest 100. So I'm going to underline 100. I know you didn't write that, but I'm going to underline 100. And the digit in the hundreds place is the 8. We just worked on place value. And then we look at one space to the right, and it's a 3. Is the 3 5 or more raise the score? 4 or less, let it rest. If it's a 5 or more raise the score, hold up a 5. If it's a 4 or less, let it rest. Hold up a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 or less, let it rest because it's a 3. You're looking at the 3. So the number or the answer is 1,800. Who got that? Who got that? Give me a thumbs up if you got that. I saw a couple people had put 800. Don't let that fool you. You can't lose that 1,000. Good, Kaylee. Good, Josie. Good, David. Isabella, let me see your work. Good, Briar. Good, Colton. Good, Cooper. Good, Lena. All right, let's do another one. Erase. Round to the nearest 10. 6,325. Round to the nearest 10. I want you to underline the 10, the number in the tens place, because that's what you're rounding to. And then you're going to look at the number to the right and circle it. I see it's 5 or more raise the score. So our rounded answer is, yes, Briar, it's 5 or more raise the score. Good. Rockstar Kaylee. Good job, Nikki. 6,330. Give me the little party emoji if that's what you got. 6,330. Good job, guys. Awesome. I'm glad I didn't trick you. I'm glad I didn't trick you. Okay. So let me know if you have more rounding questions. If you have any questions on your work this week or for today. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we will start our reading in WEA. So log on right at 9 o'clock, okay? Don't be late because we want to get started right away because it could take you all day. All right? I need you up and moving. You might want to grab a quick breakfast too. Okay? Any questions? You can stay back for questions. Otherwise, you can go. Good job, guys. Happy to see you. I'm going to end our recording too.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Yep. See you tomorrow. Get ready for
Bye. Miss Marlin, will
Yes.
we have a 1 o'clock?
No,
Okay.
you will not have a 1 o'clock
Okay.
tomorrow because
Bye.
we might people might still be testing.